I think it's a story of coincidence. Knowit founded us here a long time ago with the idea that they should move a lot of business to Estonia. And for a long period of time, we actually did work a lot towards Sweden and other sister companies we had. But after years went by, economic cycles changed, we started working more towards Estonian market. And at some point, we were just a black box here in Estonia that worked completely on the local market, independently. And it was no longer the strategy of the Knowit group to have a unit here in Estonia. And for us, well, we wanted to do something different. We wanted to change our business model from a pure consultancy to a product company, or at least to have the option to have products. I told you is purely our own product. It's an AI-based solution that predicts future sales transactions. And our first customer is DSV Transport. And we predict their next shipments and also do analytics on customer behavior, finding the patterns, how they behave, whether they would be moving to competition or not, etc. It's a really unique thing. There's nothing like that in the whole logistics sector. Well, the long story is that all the municipalities outside Tallinn, our capital, are growing larger. And at the same time, when you have more people there, there's also a growing demand for quality of public services. For example, 10, 20 years ago, more 20 years ago, it would be okay to sit at a queue for 2 hours in order to meet somebody, to discuss something. But nowadays, it's expected that you have digital services, that everything is fast and everything is in the level of the Nordics. But the budgets aren't really going up that fast. So what we're trying to do is finding the solutions where you can automate the monotonous work, where people actually act as robots and use software robots to do the job. And it's not just one municipality. I mean, it's the same tasks in most of the municipalities. So it's really quite easily scalable. When we're looking at automation projects, then I think the biggest challenges has been the change in mentality towards automation and robots and software robotics. Nobody really understands what a software robot is. It's just a robot that's invisible. But in the beginning, people are really apprehensible and think that it's going to take their jobs, it's going to take their livelihoods, and some people would be laid off. But in reality, especially public servants, they're really overworked. In most cases, they do the jobs of different people at the same time, and getting these tedious, monotonous tasks off the table, this is what really helps them. So during the project, there's usually a U-turn where people start coming back to us and saying that, well, I have these other tasks as well that could be automated. We saw how you do it. And we'd like to get these things off our table as well. Nothing will happen to the human workforce because it's already proven that one industrial robot will create several human workplaces. And it's the same with software robotics as well. It does actually create more work. And when we look at accounting, for example, it used to be done on paper. So Bill Gates with Excel didn't really take their livelihood. They're still accounting, it's just different. And I think that the biggest change in the near future is that it doesn't really matter what you learn in a university. You will not be able to apply that one-on-one at your workplace. So you have to account for the fact that you will have to keep on learning your whole life. And the tasks you do at work will constantly keep changing. We do actually have a lot of different successes, but I think internally we're the happiest about the fact that we've been able to turn from helping our customers build products to build our own product, especially in the area of artificial intelligence. We have helped dozens of Estonian industrial companies to digitalize their processes, which is also extremely important for the Estonian economy. And we have a software robotics-based solution that does the work of 1,100 people on a daily basis. I would consider that a success as well. Most likely we will be taking on a lot of new projects in the logistics sector. There's a lot of digitalization and automation work there, and there's also a lot of room for artificial intelligence and machine learning projects in there. I guess you can only have traction where you are present. And currently our focus is on the German-speaking market, so that's 80 million people. From that 80 million, of course, the traction isn't that big, but compared to the Estonian market, I think the interest in our services, especially in the logistics sector, is quite high.